Good afternoon, good morning, good night to all my Maple Leaf fans. How you guys doing over there after last night's victory? I'm now going to take you live to a Maple Leaf media conference after the victory. So enjoy the conference. Later on tonight, as I said, I'm going to have the update for the Boston Bruins and for the Panthers to see who will face the Maple Leafs in the next round. So, like I said, I'll take you live down to the conference. Enjoy.
What are you sensing from the group ahead of this one?
We're excited. Got a chance to close it here. That's our focus. Obviously last game we'd like to do it. We didn't, and the focus is on tonight. Good opportunity here to move on, and again, just it's going to be in the detail.
Yeah, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna take you to the right one right now. Here we go.
Awesome. Just your feelings after all the coming close so many times when you saw or realized the puck was in line.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty exciting. I mean I can't really put into words just the the nervousness, obviously the anxiety throughout the game, overtime, and just to find a way to win. I mean, it took all 20 plus guys in here, it took everybody, and I think everybody just should be really proud of their effort the whole series. But tonight, just to get this job done, and on the road, not an easy task, and it's a great feeling. Obviously, a monkey off the back for a lot of us that have been here for quite a long time. So it's something that we'll enjoy tonight, but obviously this is step one on a long journey that we're trying to be on, and we know it only gets harder from here.
Fitting that John gets the goal, the local guy.
Yeah, I mean, fitting for sure. I mean, I don't care who scores it. It don't matter, but obviously just a great play by him, and pretty fortunate bounce obviously, but we'll take that whenever.
You guys have been knocking on the door for a while. It's been a game of inches, but can you point to anything why this team is different to get over the hump?
I don't know. I think just the resilience, just staying with it, trusting each other in this room, and just forgetting about everything on the outside, the noise, and just coming here in a hostile environment and just trying to get the job done, and just keeping it within our room here, and just going out and executing, and just trying to lay it all out on the line, and fortunate to get the job done tonight.
Austin, what do you remember about the shift that led to your goal? You guys had a lot of pressure there before you buried it.
Yeah, I mean, Mitchie made a great play to me on the seam first, and I just think those are the kinds of sequences that we definitely want more of. Is multiple kind of puck possessions and shots, and a really nice play by Broads to kind of hold the middle there and find me on that last shot, and I think he got tipped or something, but a goal's a goal. So.
What can you say about your goalie?
I don't think I can say enough great things about Sammy. I mean, I admire his mindset, his attitude. Every single day, he just comes to the rink and he works his ass off, and he doesn't care. If he has a bad game, lets in a bad goal. I mean, he's on to the next. He's got a short memory, and he's just so steady in that net. And it's just a blast playing with him and just competing with him every night.
What was it like in here in the intermission before overtime?
Pretty upbeat. I think a lot of talk, a lot of chatter in here, and I think just the confidence within the group that these are the moments that we play for, that we live for, and just takes one shot, and then somebody was going to go get it. So that's really all that was said.
You guys you hadn't done this before. So where did that trust you talked about come from?
I mean, the belief never goes away. I mean, I don't think you can compete and play in these series without belief, and regardless of the results that we've had in the past. I mean, it'd be easy just to roll over, and I'm not give it your all, but every series, even last year it was so tight, and we felt like we really competed and did everything that we could to win, and we still fell short. And I think that just shows how hard it is to win and how competitive it is in this league. And like I said before, it's one step closer to where we're trying to get, and it's only going to get harder, and we recognize that. But this is a great moment for our group for sure.
How would you describe your emotions in the handshake line?
Just so happy for this group and every guy in here. I think you just look around and it's such a long season to get to this point, and just to find a way and keep battling, and just so proud of every guy in here, and just a lot of love in this locker room, and we just want to keep it going.
What was it like in the first couple minutes when you guys came in here? Just the realization of what you'd done.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, obviously, a lot of high fives, a lot of screaming. Just a great feeling. It's tough to describe, but I mean, the feeling of winning a series, and it's a great feeling. And we'll definitely relish this and move on to the next one.
Sorry, all the emotions. Where does relief rank?
Yeah, I mean, it's up there for sure. Like I said, I mean, I've been here 7 years. Mitchie, Willie, Mo's been here 10. Johnny 5, 6, and just to get over that hump. It's obviously it's huge mentally for us, and just to get that monkey off the back. And we don't want to look back now. We just want to keep putting our foot on the gas and then keep pressing forward.
Ilya, how would you describe what this feels like?
No, I didn't. I feel tired right now. I didn't feel nothing, like emotion is lower, really lower. But inside, I'm so excited. It's a big deal for us. Yeah, special for this group. This series is over. Thank you, Tampa. Tampa Bay is a nice team. It's a hard series for us. A lot of emotion. Thank you, fans. You guys unbelievable, and we just prepare the next round.
What does it mean that you outdueled Andre Vasilevsky?
It's hard to say right now. Maybe I'm saying anything tomorrow. I'm so happy to play against him. He's everybody knows he's the best goalie in this league. Yeah, it's a good battle. Yeah, and we keep him moving forward.
What about the fact that John was the one who got the goal, your captain?
It's not a surprise for me, because it's Johnny, this guy who is need to be scored today. Yeah, and just perfect moment for a score.
What did Vasilevsky say to you in the handshake line, and what was that moment like?
After
the handshake.
The handshake.
Andre have to say to you?
Just nothing, good series, and good luck, guys. Everybody said pretty similar, yeah.
How'd you keep your focus when they got that tying goal?
Just forgot about this and just keep working, and 1-on-1, 1-on-4, yeah. It doesn't matter. The game has changed really quick.
Every game here, you won in overtime. How does that feel? You weren't, 3 overtime games, and you weren't beaten once in overtime.
How I said, both team is so good, and a lot of goals is for a goal is this play like in hell. A lot of traffic. Power play is doing great job. PK. Everybody ton of block of shots. Both team. This real playoff. And it doesn't matter how you win in overtime or whatever, just we need a 4-win. 3 overtime, that's it, it's 3 overtime.
Can you talk about how you bounced back from that game 1? That was
Which game 1? In the starting season or what?
No, in the series, and you bounced back.
I forgot about it. I don't remember what is in the first period right now. It's this first game, I don't know.
What does this mean?
Okay. Yeah, man, it's it feels good. Obviously we worked for this all year long. Just wasn't an easy win in any terms, and a greasy one to win it.
Leaf fan growing up. What are the emotions like in that moment when the puck crosses the line?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Obviously I had a pretty good sight at that the whole time, and then the whole celebration, I was kind of right in front of Johnny, and both kids that grew up in this area and want to do something special for this team. So a special moment, but can't be satisfied. There's a lot more things ahead, and you got to be ready for it.
You touched on it there, but to see John be the guy to do it, what does that mean to this group?
It's great. It's a hell of a play. It was a hell of a shift there, really, by him and Eyes, and great change by the line before us, and just controlling the puck like he always does so well with guys on him, and just getting that towards the net. You never know what's going to happen. So, obviously a lucky bounce, but at the same time, that's something we try and practice, and lucky enough it worked.
You guys have been knocking on the door for a while, Mitch. Go ahead.
Looking back on the series, what do you think was the difference to get over the hump to find your way through?
I don't know, man. We just kept believing in our group here. Didn't listen to anything outside, and knew we had the potential to do something special, and just wanted to make sure every day that we were trying to accomplish that. So, regardless of what happened there in the third, we just kept to our game plan, kept to our strengths, and just believed.
In terms of all the emotions, how much of it is relief to just finally get this done and you can move on?
Yeah, it's it's a little bit of relief for sure, just to be able to get that done. But like I said, got to make sure we're ready, because it just gets harder and harder.
Toronto kid, we all see you with, when you signed, you in the PJs, you came here, you know the history of the team. What's it mean, not just as a player for the Leafs, but as a local kid, and what tonight means?
Yeah, it's obviously special being a Maple Leaf and getting the opportunity to play for the club. Obviously, growing up, in the GTA, obviously you get a sense of the history and the tradition, and what it means to the city and to the people, and how big and how incredible Leafs Nation is. So, really fortunate, obviously, to be here competing for the club, and obviously to get a big one tonight is really nice, especially some of the disappointments we've had, and how much support we've had over the years, and the belief in the club from our fan base, and just a hell of a job by the guys of just staying with it and not being denied today, and finding a way. And I think hats off to Tampa Bay. Obviously a hell of a team, and what they've been able to accomplish over the last some years is extremely impressive and extremely tough challenge. But in saying that, I think we just did a good job of staying with it and finding ways to win, especially here on the road, and to win 3 overtime games here says a lot about our group. And enjoy it tonight. Obviously, nice to get it. But at the same time, it's just step one, and we know we got a lot more work ahead, and another tough challenge awaiting us here soon.
Josh, longest-serving Leaf, can you describe the emotion of across the line, and where does relief rank in those emotions?
It's up there for sure. Obviously, it's a great feeling when the puck goes in, and to have it be Johnny, I think, is underlying just extremely special. But it's a mix of being relieved, being extremely happy, being grateful, and all that stuff. But also, you want more. You want to keep going. You want to keep building. You want to keep pushing for more. And I think that's a great thing about our group. I think we're looking forward to the challenges that are ahead. We're proud of the effort, but ultimately we want to keep playing and we want to keep pushing for more.
Mark, John, what did you see on the sequence leading to the goal, and how would you describe that first moment?
Yeah, so I got the puck up high and interchange with Mitchie there, and I thought most of the coverage would probably be looking to go to him, so I kind of held on to it, but they read it well and just kept the puck in and sent it back down low, and Nyzee made a really good play just to make a really good touch on it and create some space for me, as I was able then to kind of keep my momentum and my speed and get around the nets. And saw Mitchie in the slot. I saw Mo going to the net. So originally I was going to, go to Mitchie and saw he had a little bit of space. And obviously you want to get in the puck his hands in the middle of the ice. But with the space that I had and knowing Mo into the net, I said, you know what, let's just throw it there. Let's see what happens. And obviously hit a skate and went in. So, glad I decided to put it there.
Morgan, what is the difference with this team? Why did this particular group get it done when others weren't able to?
Yeah, it's a tough question to answer, honestly. I don't think there's any right answer, any one reason. Just, each group has been different over the years that, has come and failed, and obviously this group has managed to push through and, win the first round. So, I don't know what that difference is. Experience, different people, the people that have been here in the past, I think trying to grow from those, past losses. And leadership up top and the coaching staff. It's a hard question to answer because there's no one thing that's different. It's just a cumulative group that has really worked hard and, learned a lot over the years and has grown together. And, we want to win. We're desperate to win. And again, we're not done. We want to keep playing and we want to keep pushing.
Morgan, can you describe what you'll remember from the scenes inside the locker room after the win?
It's again, I think it's just one of those moments where it's just a lot of emotion. You're very happy, and again, it's a mix of you're relieved and you're happy, and it's a great win and everything like that. But it's the first round. We want to keep going. So I think for us, it's just. We're happy for each other. We're happy for Johnny. We're happy for the goalie. We're happy for the coaches. All that stuff. But ultimately, we're looking forward to playing more hockey and some more challenges ahead, and keeping this group together and giving ourselves a chance to keep playing hockey.
Chris? John, as you look back on the series, was there a moment or a play or even a game that you felt turned page for you guys?
I think games 3 and 4 here, obviously they pushed real hard, and you can see why they've been champions and the type of makeup they have, and they've talked a lot about the formula that they lean on, especially at this time of year, over the last number of years, and they really push you with that, and they pushed us hard and made it difficult on us, but we found a way. 2 games to battle back and earn victories that we weren't at our best, but we just kind of stuck with it and hung in there. Sammy played terrific, and we got some big plays from guys at key times, especially Mo, and that goes a long way in the belief that you don't feel like you have. You go out there to obviously play well and execute at a high level and be the better team, and you need to be over the course of a series. But when you're not at your best and your ability to kind of stay with it and find ways, especially when you're playing in the playoffs against the best teams in the league and a team in Tampa Bay with what they're making, what they've been able to accomplish, and how they push you. Those are key wins for us that put us in a really good spot. And I liked. In Game 5, obviously we didn't get the result, but I think in general, the mindset and the attitude of the group was about getting this done and not being denied, and regrouped well, and obviously had a good effort tonight and found a way.
2 last questions, David and then Kevin.
John, you mentioned Ely a little bit, but for either of you, what have you learned about him and just kind of the way he's kind of matured throughout the season is in a tandem situation, but then having him in the net for all 6 of these games?
Yeah, I talked about throughout the season, and you just really learn about the competitive fire in him. He's very driven and very competitive. I think obviously his skill set speaks for itself. You can see why he was highly touted. But he came in and was feeling out the group early and getting a sense of things, and I think we've loved having him, and he's fit really well into the group, even off the ice. He's just really come into his own, and that has allowed, I think, his belief in himself and the competitive fire to really come out and kind of stay with it, even when maybe one he doesn't like goes in or a game doesn't go well. His ability to bounce back has been tremendous for us.
Last question, Kevin.
John, you've got a close relationship with Steve Stamkos. I know. What have you talked with him over the years about winning, and maybe what did he say to you in the handshake line there?
I don't think he's we played them the last 2 years, so I don't think he was saying a whole lot to me, but he just said congrats and just to keep going. So I got a tremendous amount of respect for him and what he's been able to do in his career. Obviously Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame career, and tremendous leader and captain. So always a test and a challenge going up him, and a lot of memories together and a lot of battles over the years, not just the NHL but as kids. So obviously great to compete against each other, and nice to come out on top today.
Keep it simple to start off. Your emotions when you realized that puck was over the goal line.
Yeah, jubilation. I don't know. You black out in those moments. You don't know what's going on. You're just really excited. It's been a long time coming. Obviously, long time coming for a lot of players in our room. Long time coming for myself. Even longer coming for Leafs Nation. So it's a big night.
And just John getting that goal, can you just fitting it seems for him to be the one to clinch it for you?
Yeah, you know what I saw as I peeked in the window. I saw Morgan and John sitting up here. Obviously Morgan, longest tenured Leaf, and John, who made the choice to come home and play for the Leafs. So to see those two guys up here, and they're not just up here because of the two reasons I mentioned, but they made a significant contribution to that goal to clinch it. And obviously Riley had an unbelievable series for us. It's very fitting to see those guys up here, but you don't beat a team like Tampa without it being a team effort, and every guy gave us everything they had here in this series, and I'm just incredibly proud of the group to find a way to get it done.
What do you think you'll remember most about tonight?
I guess just the moment, seeing that puck find its way in the net, it goes in, and then it's such an incredible moment. Playoff hockey is incredible. Like, this whole night was incredible here tonight. It was so loud in the building. I don't know that I was able to speak a word without screaming it as loud as I could, just to make sure the players could hear me, because how loud it is. The intensity and the emotion in the building tonight from start to finish was incredible. And then to finish the game in overtime, I mean, look at a year ago, we were in this very building in Game 6 in overtime, and we had opportunities to win the game and didn't go our way. I look at even Montreal Game 6, we had opportunities to win the game and didn't go our way. So to be back in the same position again, we've been talking about it feeling different about our team, but feeling different doesn't help us. It has to be different, and it seemed like all series that it was different. It's 3 overtime wins, 3 road wins here in this building against the champs. And I know Colorado's the champs, but I mean, we're in our division in this conference. Like, this is the class of the league in Tampa, and to find a way to get on the right side of it here against this group, that's big. Like I said, incredibly proud of our group, and thrilled for Leafs fans that they get to see second round hockey. There's a lot more to come.
Sheldon, when you walked into the dressing room after the game, what did you say to your team?
Oh, I don't remember. You're probably going to see it somewhere. I see it back, but incredibly emotional. I mean, you come off the bench. I mean, there's everybody in your organization is there, and the guys are really excited. So it's hard to find the words in that moment. But I really just acknowledge the fact that it's been a long road for a lot of our guys. And they've been through a lot of shit to get here, to get to this spot, and for them to get this feeling tonight, they deserve it. The guys have worked incredibly hard and been through a lot and have been questioned a lot. So, it's about time a bounce went our way.
Congratulations, Sheldon. Why do you think this was the version of the Leafs to get over the hump as opposed to the other ones you coached?
Yeah, it's so hard to say. I mean, obviously, you look at the additions that we made to our group, starting back to the trade deadline a year ago with Giordano. I look at the offseason, a guy like Yarncroc that's played deep in the playoffs, played a lot of hockey in the playoffs. Then the additions of, O'Reilly and Shen and McCabe and Achari, these guys that have played in the league a long time or have played deep in the playoffs. O'Reilly and Shen, of course, have won. Shen in particular has won with this team in this building with our opponent. I mean, all these kind of things I think really helped us. Kyle did an unbelievable job throughout the offseason and the trade deadline to put us in a position to succeed, and he probably more than anybody deserved to have this result because he's believed in the group, yet he's made adjustments and changes along the way. And like I said, it's felt different all season, and I'm glad to be able to sit up here and say now that it is different.
Sheldon, you made some significant roster lineup changes tonight. How do you think that helped you tonight?
Yeah, hard to say. I thought there were times it definitely helped us. I liked, obviously, Matthew's goal was a time, the bench going the way that it was. The nature of 11 and 7, it sort of encourages you to mix and match the lines a little bit. So to get the Tavares and Marner out there with Austin, at a time when the momentum was starting to build our way. We were able to capitalize on that, and it paid off for us. So there's positives there. There's times, I wish I had 12. At times you wish you had guys like, guys like Aston Reese and Lafferty that can defend hard and help you out in some of those spots. But I thought it worked. I thought the reasons why we did it in terms of not knowing exactly what the game is going to bring, but we had to make changes. I mean, we needed to get better, but we didn't know, were we going to need Gustafsson to really help push us on offense, or, Liljegren's defending ability and versatility, and then, the fact that our lines we moved around a lot throughout the series. Nothing has really clicked to the point that we felt, oh, this has to stay. So we thought some fluidity amongst the group would help kind of boost everybody while also making it a little bit more difficult and less predictable for the opposition who had last change.
Sheldon, we've talked so much in the series and the season in the last few years about how this group hadn't done it, about the belief that you needed, the trust that you needed, all that kind of stuff. But now that you've actually done it, what do you kind of hope this can do for a team that's been under this pressure for this long?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a long time coming. It's been too long for this group. So it's an incredible moment here today, and it's a huge step for our team. But from day one of the season, like we haven't talked about winning the first round. Like we're trying to win the Stanley Cup. So today is a significant step. Obviously, you don't have a chance to get there unless you can get over this hump right here. But we are trying to win the Stanley Cup. So, we're not going to celebrate as though we've won anything beyond just the first round tonight. But it is a significant step for our team. So we'll enjoy it tonight. And it's going to be a quick turnaround here. We don't know who our opponent's going to be here quite yet, but it's going to be a very quick turnaround before you know we're going to be right back at it. So it's an unbelievable moment, and our players, our staff, the entire organization, and our fans deserve to enjoy this one. But there's a lot of work ahead, and I believe the best is yet to come for our team.
Two last questions, Mark, and then Jonas.
Sheldon, outside of the emotion at the end, what stood out to you about this game and your team's performance in it?
Well, first thing that stands out is the play of Samsonov. He was so solid all night long. That just gave the group such incredible confidence. I mean, obviously the margin of, it's a 0-0 game, then it's a 1-0 game. They end up tying it, but it's one shot makes the difference, as it has virtually every game we've played in here, especially late in the game and overtimes and such. But for him to give us that stability back there, that's how you end up on the right side of these overtimes. And we've been on the wrong side a lot of these overtimes, obviously too many. So I think there's a lot that goes into it, but Sammy's play tonight was inspiring to the group, that we had a chance to just stay with it, keep chipping away, weather the storm when they were coming, as they certainly did come again tonight. But we were there. We were right there with them all night, and it ends up, puck finds its way in for us.
Sheldon, you said it felt different with this team. Why did it feel different?
Well, I felt last season we had a really close group. I thought we had a really good group. The additions of the veteran people that we added, and not just the veteran status, anything like that, but just the type of people, like the O'Reillys, the Shenzi, Charis. These guys just complete our group, I find, in terms of the confidence that we can have in moments. I try another guy just been deep in the playoffs and played a lot of really high stakes hockey, like I referred to with Yarn Krok. But those kind of things, I think, just help the group so much. We're a veteran group now. As we've gone through this, we've had sort of different iterations of the group. The core itself has gotten older, more experience, more scars, all of that from what we've been through. But everybody we've brought in, I thought, has really served a purpose in terms of our culture, in terms of the identity of our team, and perhaps most importantly, just a group that just doesn't go away, no matter what the circumstance is, whether it's a physical confrontation after a whistle, or whether it's a 50-50 puck, or whether it's overtime when the stakes are high and one mistake can make the difference. I just feel like our group has the ability to stand in there and hold their ground greater than any version we've had in the past.
I hope you enjoyed the press conference. I'll put this live. I'll put this up to go live at 4. And I will see you later on tonight around midnight for all the sports highlights from Sunday. Have a good one. Bye bye.